Next, we're going to go to Jennifer. Fear and anxiety of future and changing role in my family. I'm not getting it from you. I'm getting it from your family, the whole family. Whole family's anxiety of future, uncertainty, their roles in the family and in other settings, social settings in society, and collective anxiety of not knowing, not smart to know, and not intelligence to learn, and not able to predict, and therefore it's no control. So that's a collective thing. Delete that down to 0 minus infinity. And then you and your family separately strong, together strong. Your family, everyone even, integrate, synchronize at central nervous system, midline, brain tissues, brain cells, brain molecules, atoms, quantum particles, and empty spaces. So everything is evenly integrated. Okay. And future, no future, pain, no pain, happiness, no happiness, worry, no worry, outcome, no outcome, planning, no planning, and reaction, no reaction. Also your family, I'm getting your husband, his fear and phobia, future, no control, not living up to his responsibilities, his status, reputation, and did I say status? Okay, we'll say that again. All right, so neutralize that. And also your husband's grief that you are not always happy and he doesn't know how to help you or provide that for you. His uncertainty about children's future, unhappiness, and powerlessness. Delete that. Okay, Jennifer, how do you feel any change?
I feel slightly less anxious.
Okay.
I mostly feel it like in the center of my chest, just like a pit of anxiety.
Yeah, that is trauma. The trauma is yourself. It's just negative anticipation and also negative thinking about yourself. That includes criticism, judgment, blaming, unforgiving, self-destruction, and some regretting, defending, complaining, and worrying. Anything else? No. So that is a curse. Can we remove that? No. It's kind of a big one. So let's see. We need the numbers. How many reasons? 50,000 reasons. How many causes? 50, another 50,000 causes. The impact on you is 100%. Okay, so we remove that down to 0 minus infinity. Also, your heart and lungs. There's a grief. That's your own grief of imperfection and imperfection and your flaws. And there's some self-sabotaging. Okay, so that's another curse. We remove that. Also your heart, trauma, abandonment by your loved ones. When people pass on, you interpret that at subconscious level as abandonment and aloneness and loneliness, abandonment, grief, loss, past memories, and then you anticipate all that in the future, anticipating your loneliness in the future when everyone leaves you. So that is, yeah, that is a curse. It's a big one. How many reasons good? And that's unlimited reasons. How many causes good? 1, 2, 3. 50,000 causes. The impact on you is beyond infinity. Okay, so we remove that down to 0 minus infinity. Your head and heart and uterus and feet and earth integrate. Okay, same or different?
Still there, but less.
Okay, so your fear of not having this pain and grief, why? So there's some loyalty, family loyalty. It's like you're the one who is supposed to have this so other people can be happy. If you are happy and you don't have these problems, they have to take on, I mean, they have to take their own share. That's, I know that's kind of wicked, but that's how our minds work. So, so we're going to delete that misinterpretation of your role, of your responsibility. In this case, is to take on everyone else's grief and pain, so they can be happy. Okay, so we delete that down to 0 minus infinity. Also, your heart shut down because there's just too much grief. And still the pain of abandonment future by your family. So this is anticipation. That's a curse. Remove that down to 0 minus infinity. Heart, trauma, future, anticipation that you will be betrayed by everyone around you, abandoned and turned away. Okay, neutral. Also heart trauma, future, being alone by yourself, misery. Okay, so change. Needing others, not needing others, neutral. Happiness, no happiness, neutral. Being happy with yourself, not being happy with yourself, neutral. And you and others, all even. Okay, there's still karma of giving and take, and with every member of your family. Okay, so make that giving and receiving is even. It's the same. When you're giving, you are receiving. When you're receiving, you are giving. Okay, so change. All right, how is that now?
At times when you're talking, it gets worse and then better and shifts, but I wouldn't say it's gone or better. It's just shifting a lot.
Okay. Exit portals. This actually is coming from your whole family. First, I'm going to strengthen your geometric foundation so you don't take on everyone else's energy, and speed up your exit portals and even the wormholes inside, outside, to neutralize the energy, to neutralize emotions, to neutralize your sensations. Also, there's a pressure and obsession to suffer because it's a way of punishing yourself for not being good enough, not successful enough, not worthy enough, not valuable enough, and not respected enough. So that is a curse. We need numbers for that. 个十百千万 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 个十百千万 Okay, another 50,000 reasons and causes. The impact on you is 100%. Okay, so delete that down to 0 minus infinity. You still have some false tools shutting down. Yeah, the false tools. I delete that from your body, mind, spirit. Okay. Shutting down, opening up, now shutting down, now opening up, neutral. Letting go now, letting go, neutral. Okay, how is that?
50% better.
So you still have fear to be 100%. Why this fear? It's coming from yourself. Still negative thinking about yourself, especially blaming. So what, if I ask you, what do you blame yourself most? Can you come up with something?
My daughter wants no relationship with my husband.
Wants no relationship with your husband.
And she saw us fighting and how he treated me poorly.
And so you blame yourself for that. Okay. So your daughter, your husband, and you, there's a collective karma of conflict, betrayal, mistreatment, disrespect, and misconnection, misunderstanding, and separation. Okay, so this comes from many lifetimes. Okay, so we remove all that down to zero minus infinity. Your husband reaction to women. So he has a conflict with women, to accept them, to reject them. So he's always conflicting. Where is that coming from? It's coming from his mother, his female ancestors, his relationship with his mother's relationship with other men. So that gives him the conflict information and belief system. So he doesn't know what to do with women. Okay, so we'll delete that down to zero minus infinity for him. Also his head trauma, confusion, how to interact with women in general, how to have a good relationship, how to accepting them and having them accepting him. Okay, so neutral. Your daughter's trauma, future anticipation, her father not being part of her life, and she actually shut down from that. Okay, what percentage is it now? If there's
I'd
any.
say, yeah, 10% maybe. It's almost gone.
Yeah, so that 10% is coming from your husband. He so he has a he has a fear of giving himself to women 100%. He's only willing to give 10%. Why is that? It's because he's selfish. Anyway, yeah, he's just very concerned about his own well-being, not well-being, his own worth, his standing, his status, his reputation, and his power, authority, etc. So yeah, he just act from that. Of course, he cannot give too much. Or 10% is pretty good for him. But anyway, so that is a curse. We can just move that down to zero. So you resonate with that. Okay, so anyway,
Yes.
we're going to where was I? Okay, delete that down to zero minus infinity. Also, his karma of holding back his acceptance, love, and tolerance even of women to hold his own position and power. So that is a curse. So we'll remove that down to zero minus infinity. You and him separately strong, together strong. And your daughter and husband separately strong, together strong, and even, and telepathic communication, integration, and synchronization. There's still a family karma of pain when you're together, when you're separate. So this kind of love-hate relationship, that's a family curse. We're going to remove that down to 0 minus infinity. Okay, how does that feel?
Good. Yeah, better.
Good. Okay. All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome, and stay with the session and you may feel even better. Okay.
Oh, I will.